Well, hello, and welcome to another Mindy Vlogs Living My CP Life. So, yesterday I went to a meeting, and said meeting was not too far from my place, so I took a taxi. Now, not my normal taxi, because I needed to take a different one, just for whatever reason, doesn't really matter. I took the taxi. One way it was $12, which makes total sense from where I live to where it was going to be. Now, I asked the taxi, like I always sort of do when I'm doing these things where I'm only going to be around for like half an hour, 45 minutes, if he would pick me up about half an hour later for to pick me up. And he said sure, and half an hour, 45 minutes later comes and he's not there, so I'm like, okay, fine, I will call another taxi from the same company. And I did, and the guy was fine. The ride was okay, like he wasn't creepy or anything. But then we got caught in like construction and traffic. My overall total ended up being $30, $32 with a tip. And I figured I had to tip him because like you can't not. And he didn't even make like an effort to say like, oh well, sorry because of the construction, but he did say like, oh well, I feel bad because it's gonna be more now because of the construction. But he didn't even make a effort to like say like, you know, it should be this much or whatever. Which, okay, I get that. What I really dislike, and this is what the majority of this video was about, is I was chatting with my mom about it, and she's like, well, call them back, like, talk to them, you know, see what they can do. So, I know it's the cabbie industry, but I call them back anyway. And the dispatcher, so the guy who you'll call and they say, you know, where are you going to, and they, you know, dispatch a car out to you. I started to talk to him very calmly, just as I'm talking to you now. I'm not yelling or screaming or saying like, you know, anything bad, but I was just voicing my concern. And he cut me off, and then he wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise, and he was going like, like, what do you think? We're gonna stiff you? We're not gonna stiff you? Like, you should know that's just how the cabbie industry works, and like, the customer pays for that. Like, it's not my fault that you were stuck in traffic. It's not his fault that you were stuck in traffic. It's not your fault that you were stuck in traffic. So the cabbie should take the hit. Like, this is so stupid. I'm forwarding this to management because I can't even deal with this. This is like so wrong. And so he did, and I left a very long message with management talking about the incident, and then talking about the person who sent me here, because he, in my opinion, needs some sensitivity training or some customer relations training or something. Like, I have never been yelled at by somebody who is providing a service to me like that ever before in my life. Like, he was straight on yelling at me, like I was shaking. Like, I don't do well with yelling. I have some issues from yelling, but I should not be shaking. If anything, I was being more meek and mild than usual because I was kind of having a bad day myself, but I was also, you know, like, I didn't want to be doing this, so I was a little nervous, but I wasn't yelling at the guy. I might have said, yeah, but I'm just wondering why, which I think is a reasonable question to answer, but you don't have to answer it like he did. Anyway, oh my gosh, just if you're in the service industry, be nice to people. Like, that is literally your job. Fake nice to people if you have to. But, like, there's no need for yelling at people, because now I'm never taking that cab ever again, and I really don't think that I'm gonna get a call back from their upper management. If I do, great. If I don't, fine. But as long as everything else in my life works out, I'll be happy with that. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry this kind of turned into an impromptu rant. I didn't mean for this to happen, but when things happen, I just have to get them off my chest, which means telling you guys. So if you like this video, please like it. If you'd like to share this video, press the share button. And if you have any crazy taxi or car stories, leave them down below, because I like to read them and, you know, pretend I have friends and, like, live in other people's misery too. Anyway, I don't think you guys are all miserable. I love you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I really should say that more often. But I am going to end this video now because I am so tired and I need to go to sleep. But keep pushing, guys, and I will see you in the next one.